Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from iStaying Gamers, and welcome. So today I'm coming at you with a little bit of a cough and a cold over this wintry period. I want to show you around the Henry R&D Facility. If you don't know what that is, that's a research and development facility. Now, this particular one, I had a little bit of like a dream/vision where I imagined that the Henry ship had been like made completely redundant, the Mark 1 of the Henry. I think I've got one actually tucked away in this hangar, so I'll just talk to you about this design. It's first, you've seen it before. It's this tiny little ship here, and this was the Mark 1 variant of it. So the idea is this design went out of production years and years ago, but ever since then this design has been reworked and rechanged, and I wanted a facility that could retrofit these ships and fix them up. Since then, of course, this place has been long abandoned because the Henry production has ceased to exist. So over here we have a little bit of a loading bay where originally the ships would come in, they'd be parted up into boxes and then taken into the mountain itself, and we've got a various number of test hangars. Now the whole idea of this, I wanted this facility to be quite quiet, remote, like these ships were being done like in almost like an illegal sort of motion where they were being retrofitted maybe with dodgy thrusters and engines that were not meeting all the standards. So you come back up into here through this little cabin and you enter into the testing and development facility. So first off, we'll go into the production area that you can see has just been caved in, wrecked from actually things. And I was playing a little bit of Fallout over the holiday season, and I remember seeing like different sort of machines hanging from the RoboCorp sort of testing facility. So if we turn our light off at the moment, you can just have a look at that. So what I've done is just connected up a number of rotors to create an almost like rope function, and these Henrys have been just taken in and they've started to be refitted. The cockpit's been taken off, the different engine bays have been taken off because the refit replaces the engine bays with these atmospheric sort of engine bays that go on each side of the facility. So you can see behind below we actually have the parts that they enter the facility through. I'm still working on a production line because the idea is that these crates with the parts will come in, be dropped off to a certain area, and then refilled. So we've got these little bits and bobs. Look, I really like these. I don't know why. I could just imagine it like rotating around and then welding and doing various other things. I have to put like a gyroscope on these to see if there's any sort of sense in maybe even using this as an actual system that work. The only problem is you can't pipe the resources through to it. But apart from that, it's a cool little idea we'll have to experiment with a bit further. So we've got 3 Henrys hanging from the ceiling there, various parts that will be put on. So after he's entered through this area, he'd be transferred next door through the ceiling hatch up there through the central window. Can't show you that at the moment because it is not complete. I need to work on that bit. That's part of the development. So this area is completely fallen to ruin once again. We've actually got a gantry crane that's broke apart and crushed one of the small Henrys here in the middle itself. So you can see the crane that would bring it into this section. In here, we've got 2 complete Henrys. So if I ever decide that I want to turn this into a mission level, where maybe you have to extract one of these, or you have to find the blueprints for Henry. So this little guy here is completed. That guy over there is completed. We've got some that have been crushed and damaged by the falling of the ceiling. You can see this one's been ripped apart. That one's got an engine broke off on the side. And we've got ones that have just been crushed by the boulders themselves. So that is the R&D testing facility of Henry. I plan on expanding this up a little bit. I've got a gate through here, and I was thinking of having a second production room, but I just thought I would show you this at the moment so you guys could give me some more ideas of what sort of items would be in this testing facility. Maybe there'd be like an experimental area where they could test out the weapons, test out maybe like the flight characteristics and stuff, or maybe have them on. I was thinking honestly of doing a little bit of machine. We'll go back into this other room for a minute, where we've got a full Henry, but it's suspended by like 4 or 5 ropes, like when they were testing the Harrier jump jet. If you've ever seen that, they like held it up on different ropes to test it out, see if it could actually fly itself. But there was just a few ideas, and I thought I'd just share you this today because this is what I was working on at the moment. Sorry for being a little bit colded up. Hopefully you enjoyed a quick look or a sneak sort of preview at this Henry testing facility. Anyway,